is some evidence, I guess, for compliance, but I still would not call it third party. Are there any plans for submission of an actual third party audit of this information or of the attendance?
They haven't hired a consultant to provide that information. They figured that they'd give you the evidence, which in effect is from a third party, and try to hope to sway you that way. I suppose that could be one thing that you ask them for and continue the item.
Chris?
Michael, we had this conversation last time, and we came up with the idea of aerial photography and interpretation of that aerial photograph by an expert. What's the status of that? That was the third-party verification.
Well, they did submit an aerial photograph, and it does show. It was a comparison of 2006 and 2007 events, and it does show in some areas certainly a reduction in the number of vehicles. It's hard to pick out the number of persons on that aerial photograph. And that was forwarded to you. It certainly wasn't done by a consultant or someone that's trained to do those sort of assessments. Instead, it was the photograph was taken by the production company, and then just compared on the face of that kind of comparison.
Well, that's kind of disappointing, because to me, they've done a good job. You know, when you read the report overall, it looks like they've made very good progress, and they've done a pretty decent job of meeting most of what we'd asked for. The aerial photograph was the condition that I think the Commission agreed that we will look at that, and if they are within those limits, then we'll consider increasing it. So from my perspective, and I'm a proponent of this project, now we have to go back and say, let's keep them at the same level until you hire a firm that does a flyover and does interpretation. We do that with forests, we do that with trees, we do that with, that technology is 40 years old. They used it in Vietnam. So,
well, it could be that a consultant could take a look at the aerial photographs that they did take and give an assessment of that. So I'm not. It would be unfeasible for them to provide any additional documentation, I think, than other than
obviously people are gone.
So, yeah, right.
Overhead flying won't help us. And looking at these aerial photographs, I don't see really what I was looking for, so I'm disappointed.
Any other questions?